So my name's Kelly, taking you through a easy morning stretch, awaken flow. But I want you to take it nice and easy, listening to your bodies, what you can and can't do today. Your body is different every single day. So remember to take modifications, add blocks or props or anything like that. Or if you're feeling like you want to step up the practice, do that as well. So if you are already down on your back and your back is maybe feeling a little twingy, so maybe bend the knees to take the pressure away from your lower back. The arms can be on the body, away from the body, but I invite you to close down the eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose and open the mouth and sigh it out. Again, fully inhaling through the nose and sighing it out. So as you're starting to connect to your breath, you're starting to arrive in the present moment. So using your breath as an anchor allows you to stay here in this moment. Instead of thinking about things to do or things that you've done, just concentrate on your breath. And if you can, maybe seal the lips and start to breathe in and out through the nose with that same idea of that sigh. The breath becomes a little more audible. And as we lay here connecting to our breath, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. It could be a dedication and it could be to this challenge that we are doing. It could be for yourself. It could be setting an affirmation as simple as, I am enough. When you're ready, I invite you to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Have a full good morning stretch and yawn. And then hug your knees in toward your chest, having a little rock from side to side. Good. Keeping your hands on your knees. Separate your knees and start to circle them outwards like you're doing breaststroke. Good. And let's change the direction. Lovely. Slowly stretch those legs up towards the ceiling. Give the back of the knees and the hamstrings a rub and roll out your ankles. Roll out your wrists. Drawing your knees back into your chest. Taking your knees over towards a side. It doesn't matter which side. Opening out your opposite arm just for a twist. So take it easy. Maybe you're not ready to ground down those knees. Lifting your legs up and over to the opposite side, opening open the other arm. Coming back to neutral, drawing your knees in toward your chest. And if you can, a little rock forwards and backwards to a seat, or simply roll to a side, bringing yourself up. And once we've made our way up towards a seat, you can sit on a block if you want to. You can sit cross-legged, legs out. It doesn't matter, just be comfortable. Taking your hands onto your legs, and let's start to stir the pot. Now I love this move. It's probably something I do almost every single day. I do it sitting, I do it standing, just because what it does for my back and my hips. Gently go in the opposite direction. Good. And then when you're ready, coming back up to neutral. You're going to drop your chin to your chest. Head up towards the ceiling. Tilt your ear to your shoulder. And up and over to the other side. You're going to look to your right. And look to your left. And if a head circle feels good, let's do that. Moving it around. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. Marvelous. Coming back to neutral. Rolling your shoulders up, back and round. Up, back and round. If you want to add the arms, let's start to add the arms in. All the crunks and clucks and stuff. Move in the other direction. Excellent. Good. Taking the arms out towards the side, interlace them behind your back. Puff the chest and open the heart. And I like to have a little move from side to side. Some like to move forward. But again, stick with what feels comfortable for you. Good. Coming back to your neutral. Let's move the lateral side body. So again, we'll move up and over. And up and over. Good. Couple more. Creating length. Excellent. Let's finish on this side. And come back to neutral. Switch over dominant leg, so the other leg comes into the front. And slowly walk your hands forward and just pad it out. Padding it out, moving from side to side. And if you can and your body allows you to, keep going forward towards tabletop or swing your legs around, making your way to tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and knees hip distance apart. Tuck your toes and invite you to do big circles with your hips, shoulders. I like to call this like a washing machine rib cage, intuitive move. Just move it around. Good. Beautiful. Slowly release the toes. Slide your knees together. Sit back onto your shins. Take the arms behind you. Lift the hips, open the heart, and take the arms forward and down. Good. We'll do that again. Sitting back, up, open the chest, bring it back down and round. Good. Again. Up, round. Let's do one more. Each time you invite the chest to open, squeezing the glutes to protect the spine. Now this time, as you hinge and fold, look forwards. Slither your way forward towards your belly, squeezing your glutes, coming into either a sphinx or a cobra, but have a little sway. Nice. Slowly pushing through tabletop. We're going to do that again. Sit back onto your shins, circle the arms back, squeeze your glutes, open the chest, hinge and fold. Look forward, slither your way forward in towards a cobra. This time, tuck your toes. Send your sit bones back towards your heels and up toward downward facing dog and pedal out your feet. Take that dog for a walk as you sway in your hips. You move. Nice. Let's ripple ourselves forward now towards our plank pose and back to down dog. Now, this doesn't have to be a perfect plank. You can lower your knees and then come back towards a tabletop. But you can stay in your plank and just lift your hips up and back. But we'll just move between our two poses. One more. And meet me back in down dog. Good, pedal it out. Good. Shift forward back towards your plank pose. Lower your knees. Bring your right leg forward in towards a lunge block. So great. Shifting into your lunge. Have a little hippie circle here, little move. Good. Nice. And let's find some stillness. Keep your left hand where it is. Raise your right arm up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. And if you can, let's tuck the toes of the back leg and engage. Holding your lunge. Good. Circle that arm back, down and round. Plant your hands and step back to your down dog. Good. And when you're ready, let's bring the other leg forward. So option to lower the knee or stay engaged with me straight away. Raising that left arm up, opening up the chest. Good. Bring that hand back down, downward facing dog. Walking your feet forward towards the top of the mat. Pad it forwards. Beautiful. Hang in that ragdoll. Let your head hang. Slowly roll up through your body. Big shoulder roll. Excellent. Raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the mat as you hinge from the hips. Exhaling. Halfway lift, create some length through the body. Planting your hands, stepping back to your plank pose. Option to lower your knees. Shift forward, hold that shift. Slowly lower down through your chaturanga, scooping up to your cobra or up dog if that feels good. Back towards your downward facing dog. Nice. Bring your left leg through the gates of the arms. Ground your back knee to the floor. This is the tricky part. You're going to turn that foot out so it's a 90 degrees. So bringing the toes towards you. Big push. We're going to make our way into our kneeling warrior two. So taking our arms out to shoulder level. Good. Hold it here. Straighten that front leg. Turn the toes to the long side of the mat. Bringing your hand down toward the floor. Good. Holding it here. Good. Slowly bring the hands back down to the mat. You're going to be turning around on the mat towards your downward facing dog. Lovely. Pedal it out. Look forward. Step, jump, float your way. Top of the mat. Halfway lift when you're ready. Exhale, let it go. Raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. We're going to swan dive straight away back down to the mat. Exhaling. Halfway lift. Inhale, create length. Plant your hands, stepping back to your plank pose. Option to lower your knees. I'm going to lower my knees for this one. Shifting forward, bending in your arms, lowering down towards the mat, scooping up towards your back bend of choice. Good. Back towards downward facing dog. Excellent. Pedal it out. Right leg, bring it through the gates of the arms. Lower your back knee. Bring those toes round, so 90 degrees. Good. Cartwheeling your arms, fanning your kneeling warrior two. Good. Now straighten the front leg, turn the toes, bringing the hand to the floor, lifting up through that side body. Nice. Keep going round now, back towards the front of your mat, pivoting round, back towards downward facing dog. Excellent. Pedal it out. This time, left leg through the gates of the arms. Ground your back heel, this time making your way to standing warrior two. Beautiful. Rib shift forward, reverse your warrior. Nice. As you come back to neutral warrior two, straighten your front leg. Turn your toes to face me. Your back toes now become your front toes, turning around on your mat. Bend in towards that front knee. Check that back heel, so kick it out. Check that front knee is still stacked over, raising your arms. Good. Flip the palms, reach forward, up and back, reversing your warrior. Back towards warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your toes to face me, turn your heels in, bend your knees. Let's draw our hands towards our heart centers. In towards our goddess, but we're just going to sit a little lower. Good, hanging out here. Excellent. Straighten the legs, turn the toes in, nose dive forward. Hang out in wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful. Let the head hang, the body hang. Walking your arms, so walk them back towards the front of your mat, turning the toes back toward downward facing dog, pellet out. Good. Step your feet a little wider and turn your toes out. Walk your hands back towards your feet, bend your knees. Now, you might be in a malasana a little higher, you might be a little lower. Some of us like to bring our bottoms down a little higher. Again, whatever suits you. Your heels can be lifted, we can be here as well. But just stay. You can move if you choose to. It's still early. Wonderful. And when you're ready, wherever you are, planting your hands on the floor, turn your toes in. Keep bending your knees. Now, those of you that can find your bottom, find that. If you need to walk your hands back, do that. Or lower your heels, finding our bottom. Hands can be underneath your knees, behind your back, reaching forward, but we're going to find boat pose. Beautiful. Your toes can stay on the floor. Your arms can be here or here. Just find your variation. Holding it here. Beautiful. Slowly bring it down. Bring your bottom towards your heels. We're going to slowly roll it down, very easy, or roll to your side. Have your knees over your heels, feet hip distance apart, arms next to you, palms facing down. Squeeze your glutes, press in towards your feet, press into your arms, curl and roll and lift your pelvis up ever so slowly, rolling up to the mid-back, upper back towards your shoulders. Keep firm through those glutes, keep firm through those arms. And if you feel ready, maybe you can shimmy your shoulders underneath, interlacing your fingers, pressing the arms down, holding it here. Beautiful. Slowly release and roll down through our body. Let's do that again. Pick it up, rolling through the body slowly. The very top, maybe shimmy everything underneath, interlacing the fingers, pressing and lifting up as we gently release and roll down. I invite you to bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees drop out. Hands to the outside of the thighs, press the thighs away, maybe flare in the rib cage. Think about those hips separating just to have a little decompression through the spine. A great way of almost neutralizing the spine from the back bend that we have done. Good, gently release. Now you can draw your knees in towards your chest. Have a little shimmy, little rock. Draw your right knee into your chest, let go of your left leg. You can keep it bent or straight, it's up to you. And just a little stir the pot here. Opening that leg out toward the side. Have a little wiggle. And then you can take the leg up and over to the opposite side for a twist. gently come back to neutral. Drawing the other leg into your chest, let the right leg go, either bent or straight. Have a little stir the pot here. You can open the leg out toward the side and then up and over the body for a twist. And bring it back to neutral. You can draw both knees back into your chest. And we can make our way in toward our happy baby, having that little rock from side to side. Just having that little bit of neutralization. Move your head from side to side so you can release through the neck. Good. Let it go, drawing your knees into your chest. Beautiful. I invite you now to either bring your feet back down onto the mat. You can come back into that butterfly pose, back into corpse pose. You can roll to a side, whatever feels good for you. So my lower back is always quite an issue. So I'm going to keep my knees bent. I'm even going to knock my knees in slightly. I'm going to keep my left hand on my heart and the right on my belly. I'm going to close down my eyes. And I invite you all to take that nice deep inhale through your nose, open up the mouth and let it all go. Again, fully inhaling through the nose and letting it all go. Let's do that a few more times. Allowing yourself to reconnect to our breath, but also to reconnect to our intention or whatever it is we said to ourselves in the very, very beginning before we started this class. Maybe saying it to yourself a few times, maybe using this throughout the week, the day, the challenge. But just know that you're perfect exactly as you are. And as we go through these 31 days, maybe you will see something different. Maybe a healthy habit starts to kick in. Remember, this is just day 1. So we're only starting to begin to learn to love yoga or come back to yoga. But I congratulate you for making it through day 1. You're more than welcome just to stay as you are, or you can roll to a side with me, bringing yourself up towards a seat, and eventually either bringing the legs into a cross-legged position or keeping your legs straight. I invite you to maybe draw your hands towards your heart centers. You can bow your heads and you can thank your bodies. And as always, I thank you for joining me and letting me be your guide today. Namaste.